Here is how I made $25,000 this month running ads for construction companies. And before you guys doubt it, let me show you real proof. So, as you can see, it says my gross volume is about 30, but my net, which is what actually landed in my pocket, was about 25. So, just so you know, this isn't bullshit. Let me refresh my page. And you can see 25 grand. So here's how I did it. So this started 6 months ago. I was actually still in school. I was taking summer classes. Here are the fucking exam papers that I was writing at the time. And it came time for my final exam, and I was prepping for that shit. And I was doom scrolling on Instagram, procrastinating my shit. And I come across this kid named humza.atif, bro. This 15-year-old kid, apparently making $100,000 a month. Now, you see kids like this on Instagram all the time, and obviously you're gonna think fucking scammer, course seller. So I said, yeah, he's definitely a scammer. So I clicked on his profile, and the one thing that I see is I don't have anything to sell you, and that got me really interested. I was like, okay, what the fuck? Bullshit. So instead of just going on his Instagram, I clicked on his YouTube because I knew I could find at least a link to a Discord, some sort of link that would funnel into like some sort of mentorship. So I did that. I went all throughout his fucking YouTube. I watched every single fucking video just to prove to myself that I was right and that this online money-making bullshit is a scam. And I was fucking surprised. The only thing that I found on that kid's channel was proof of him documenting his entire journey from like fucking at 14 closing like 2,000 a month to just making a shit ton of money at 16, like 100, 200, whatever a month, right? And that got me thinking. I was like, what the fuck? If he can do it, why can't I? So why it clicked for me was because the business model is so brain dead simple. Basically what you do is you hit up a construction company and you tell them, hey, I'll do your Facebook and Meta advertising. Through my advertising, you're going to get about 15 to 30 in-person appointments. Now, since they're construction companies, these appointments are very valuable. Each appointment is basically a sales consultation where they go to someone's house and they try to sell their work. So if you're doing concrete, they sell usually a driveway for about 10,000 bucks. If you get them 30 appointments and they're really shit at sales and they only get like 2 closed jobs, you guys got to understand that's $20,000 in revenue that they close because of you. And that's why I'm able to charge $2,500 per client. So they pay me $2,500 every month as like a monthly retainer fee, and they pay Facebook a fee of $1,500. So that's like the ad spend. Just so you guys know that I actually run a good service, this is what one of my clients has to say about my leads.
Not one lead, not one, not even one, has been a bad lead. I,
Wow.
every single one I've gone to is legit leads.
So that's how you know it's legit. Now, let's rewind. All right, I finished Nivko Chavi's YouTube channel, binged that shit, got obsessed with this fucking business model, and I said, fuck it, I'm going all in. So I basically dropped out of university, and I just went all in here. I knew I had to start spamming outreach, but I also had no money. So I was working skip the dishes at the time to save up enough money for, go high level, outreach stuff, just random bullshit that I was encountering, making a website. I had no money in my bank account. So here's a video of me working skip the dishes to save up for this shit. So right now I'm working skip the dishes so I can actually save up for the systems that I need to even start. So GHL, of course, a subscription. I'm dropping out for this so because I see a future here, and I'm gonna try my absolute best to make something happen. So that was me in the trenches saving up money. So I probably only got like 200 bucks from skip the dishes. It's fucking time consuming and bullshit. So instead, I'm kind of a faggot. I sold my bike for 800 bucks. Sold that shit. So I had like 800 in my bank account. Used that for everything I needed. Go high level, fucking bullshit automations. I had no idea what I was doing at the time. So I was spending a lot of money on bullshit. So this is in August when I started cold calling, right? So with cold calling, I was doing about 3 to 400 cold calls a day. I was fucking dialed. You have no idea, right? So I was doing 3 to 400 a day. And out of 100, I booked about a meeting, right? So for every 100 I call, I booked one meeting. So I got probably like 3 to 4 meetings a day doing that. My show up rate was shit. So out of those 3 or 4 people I booked, I got like one meeting. So if I did cold calling for a week, I got about 5 meetings, right? My sales skills were so dog shit that all I was able to close was, and this is for August, it literally shows at the bottom. All I was able to close was fucking $500, right? So that money I then put back into the business, and I had, at this point, had no idea how to market. Even though I signed these guys, I had no idea what the fuck I was doing, right? So I knew I had to make more money, like thousands more, to be able to buy a course that could teach me how to actually run these ads. This is a scary investment because you don't know if these course sellers are legit or not. Genuinely a scary investment. But the next month I dialed in my outreach, and I just want to show you. I went from $500 in August to about $7,000 in September. Pretty cool. At this point, I still don't know how to fucking run ads, so I'm like, all right, bro. My clients are gonna get pissed off. I've had them for a while. I'm making a bunch of excuses. They're getting pissed. I need to fucking buy a course to figure out what the fuck I'm doing. So I did, and it ended up being one of the best decisions of my life, because the 2 guys that I signed in fucking, September still pay me to this day. One pays me $3,000 every month, the other pays me $2,500 every month. It's the exact same service, but I was able to upsell one of them, right? So now at this point, I bought a course. My guys are getting good results, and in October I did about, let's see, fucking $7,000, $8,000. So it's about 1,000 more than September. Not bad at all. But I'm still kind of struggling to get up. So this is the point where I had to use my own brain. Like, not everything is going to get handed to you. I had to figure out my own SMS scripts. I had to figure out my own outreach methods. And I really was kind of able to dial some shit in. So in November, I was able to do 16,000 Canadian in net profit, which is pretty dope. So at this point, I feel like I have everything figured out. I'm making quite a bit of money, but I'm dealing with like churn. Clients are leaving, because even if you get them a lot of appointments, that doesn't mean they'll sell them. Like, some of them are really horrible at sales, right? So shit starts to slow down. I start to churn, and I also take my foot off the gas for whatever reason. And so I go from literally one of my strongest months ever to net volume for December was about $9,000. So I was kind of regressing, and that pissed me off, and I got in my head, and I literally, like, bro, for 2 weeks, I stopped doing shit. I locked the absolute fuck in. You have no idea. And I figured out some crazy shit in terms of outreach. Genuinely some crazy shit. Okay. And now I know that this method that I kind of now have cracked is going to get me to like 50, 60, 70K a month. And then I put that money into like B2B ads, right? So this method has led to now, let me show you, $25,000 this month. I mean, I went fucking jet skiing in Colombia with people I met off Discord with this money, right? So this is, I mean, it's pretty crazy that I, a couple of months ago, go from fucking making maybe like, $500 a month to now like $25,000 a month. It's a crazy switch up. And now I think that my progress is just gonna keep on stacking up. Like, I'm stacking clients, my front end system, sales system is really good. So it's just gonna keep on going up from here, right? So yeah, there you have it. A quick little summary of exactly how I went from $500 a month to $25,000 a month while fully dropping out of university, pursuing skip the dishes to make enough money, and selling my fucking bike to actually have money for this business, right? I'm not special at all. There's nothing that I can do that you can't. So all you really have to do is fucking walk in and find the right inputs. If you're at 0K a month, my best motherfucking advice to you is to, I would say, start cold calling, start booking these appointments, do some research on YouTube for like meta ads and for contractors, whatever. And once you actually start making some sales, do what I did and get a good, credible mentor who can flip his fucking camera and show you the money he's making from his business, not from anything else, and get him to put you the fuck on, right? But the process is pretty fucking simple. So goals for this year is to crack $50,000-$60,000 a month. I'm literally still living with my parents, so I'm trying to move out. I'm in Canada right now. I'm trying to move out to like Miami or some shit, somewhere warm. That's been the story so far. I'll keep you guys updated, and I hope this inspired somebody to get off their ass and to go all in on something. Right? If you have a plan B, you're never gonna make plan A happen. You have to get your back against the wall and you have to lock the fuck in. Good luck, boys, and I'll keep you updated.